Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. It's Monday night. My name's Phil. If you're watching this live, which hopefully lots of you are, I can see lots of people logging in. Get your views in, get your comments in. Loads and loads of Leicester City stuff to talk about. Transfers, gossip, players in the sunshine. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can talk about in tonight's show. If you're watching this on playback, join us live every Monday to get your views in, to get your comments in. Absolutely love to get you in here. Kane, good evening to you. Don't forget, if you're watching live, I can get your comments on screen and we can react to everything you want to. Karen is watching. Hi, Auntie Karen. How are you? Hope you're well. Fox's The Tour on Periscope is watching. Good evening. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Maz, good evening. What would you like to talk about, Maz, tonight? Do you want to talk about what we put on as the main title for tonight's show? Rumours that Marc Albrighton is picking up interest by Burnley. What do you think to this? I want your views about Marc Albrighton. I think a lot of you know that Marc Albrighton is one of my, well, he's probably up there, my all-time favourite players. Not just current players. Marc Albrighton is probably in my favourite 11 Leicester City players, if I was to think about it. I just think he's so consistent, always gives us everything he's got. What do you think about Marc Albrighton? Jim, I'm with you. Tell Burnley to do one. I can, listen, Jim, I could see Marc Albrighton, for me, didn't get enough game time at Leicester City last year. I'd have had him in the side more. I want to keep him. Paul is saying, love the shirt. Yes, I've got my new shirt. It's arrived. Thanks, Paul. LCFC Grey hasn't got his shirt. I know Jono up in Newcastle had his last week. I'm very pleased. I've got mine. Talking of shirts, don't forget you can win one. If you've not got it yet, you can win one. Thanks to our pals at Everard's. That's Tiger Bear, ADT and Hologram. If you want to win a shirt, it is still, we're going to draw the winner live on this show on the 26th of July. Just go to leicesterfantv.com and you can win that shirt. But thanks for reminding me on that. Let's get back to the big topic, or one of the big topics. Marc Albrighton. Philip Upton. Good evening, Philip. How are you? Says, I'm just looking at your profile picture there, Philip. That's a bit freaky. He says, evening. Albrighton is the best crosser of the ball. Listen, he makes my all-time 11, honestly, of favourite players and best players. I know we have this debate. If you go and check YouTube, there's a video on Guppy or Albrighton that I did with Jamie. And generally, people went for Guppy. I went for Marc Albrighton. I really would. Patrick saying he'd swap Albrighton for Dwight McNeil and Cash. Would you agree there? Karen says, would be a great loss to the squad if he goes to Burnley. I agree. If you were to bring in the quality of Marc Albrighton, I'd be happy to pay money to bring in somebody as good and reliable and honest and hardworking as Marc Albrighton. I've said it many times. He gives you a 7 or an 8 out of 10 every week. Very, very rarely seen him score a 5 or 6 out of 10. Always at 7 or 8. Very consistent. I would keep him. Carl is saying Albrighton, great player, must keep. Do you agree with Carl? Ivan, good evening from Sierra Leone. How are you, Ivan? Would you keep, I'm laughing at, would you keep Ivan, Marc Albrighton? I'm laughing because Keith is saying FPS. Does it stand for the famous baby squad? Old school fans will know what Keith's on about. I don't think the baby squads are such a thing anymore for a long time, is it? Mike Rook says, I don't want Albrighton to leave, but if he does, it must mean Brendan's making room for a new winger. Well, obviously, Under's gone. I believe Under has signed on loan for, is it Marseille today? So we've obviously, we knew we weren't going for him, but he has signed for Marseille on loan. Neil is saying Albrighton is a Leicester legend, and I really hope, totally with you, Neil. Totally with you. I mean it. Would he make your all-time 11 Leicester team, Marc Albrighton? He makes mine. I'd stick him in there. He'd certainly make my favourite players. I'm not saying he's necessarily the best ever player. There's two different debates, isn't it? Your favourite ever Leicester City 11. Marc Albrighton, for me, is in that. He's just like with Steve Whitworth there. Chuck your name out from the past. Steve Whitworth's in there for me. Tommy Williams. Steve Walsh, obviously. There's certain players, Ali Mockland, who, Ali Mockland, not necessarily the greatest ever footballer, but he would make my top 11. Marc Albrighton, He wears this shirt and he always gives you. I hope we keep Marc Albrighton. The rumour, by the way, with Albrighton is that he might go in there because we are definitely interested in Tarkowski. This is what I'm hearing, is that is more than potential for 15 to 20 million, which would be a great buy. But I don't really want to see Albrighton go in the other direction. LCFC Gray saying Albrighton is quality. Paul saying great servant for the club, but if he wants more game time, then he might have to go. Paul, that I would agree with. I do like Marc Albrighton, as you can tell, because I'm gushing. I'm having a bit of a bromance with him, but I would, for his benefit, if he wants to play more and he's not going to get it at Leicester, then I can't imagine seeing Marc Albrighton in a Burnley shirt. Can you, Paul, though? As much as I'd say let him go, it's like if you love someone, let them go. But I don't want to see Marc Albrighton in a Burnley shirt. I want to see him wearing this. Don't want him to go. Jim says, think Albrighton will stay European football again this year, so should get more games. Consistency, that's what Marc Albrighton gives you. Don't forget, we want your views on Marc Albrighton. Rumours that he is potentially being interested by Burnley. I want to know what you guys think. Would you keep him or not? Please put in the comments if you'd keep him or not. I want to know. There's like about 100 people watching live. So if you are watching live, would you keep Marc Albrighton? Here's another question for you as well. We know that Ryan Bertrand has signed for Leicester City a 2-year deal. He's come on a free. Where's the picture showing him in the Leicester shirt? What, maybe, is there a bit? Sorry, we honestly, we hear he has signed, but Ryan Bertrand, we still haven't got that photo of him in the Leicester City shirt. What do you know? Unless I've missed it before coming on live, I want to know your views and your comments on him. Philip Upton, there is a big lot of rumours about Sonku being tapped up by Man City, PSG, a few, 50 million. That seems a bit cheap. I don't know if prices are down a little bit. By the way, I know we will talk about Coutinho. I've been told today there is no way. This is somebody who knows somebody. I'm not saying any names, but I've been told Coutinho 100% would not come to Leicester because 100% Leicester would not pay the wages he wanted. You probably would agree with that. Although I believe Barcelona would sell him, they were saying, for about 21 million pounds for Coutinho, but it's his wages. And from what I've heard today, person who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, it's absolutely not gonna happen. Dipak. Hi, Dipak. I'm going to read this. Dipak says, modern football isn't played with precision crosses into the box because no one uses a centre forward anymore. It's an interesting point. He says strikers are usually deep wingers. Marc Albrighton would have been a superstar in the 70s, 80s and 90s. I hear what you're saying, Dipak, although if you look how, for example, take Dipak, how England have been playing with Luke Shaw, I think Marc Albrighton actually fits that role, a Luke Shaw role, a good, solid fullback who can attack. I think Albrighton's great at that. I really do. And I know we've got Castagna, we've got Ricardo Pereira, we got James Justin and Ryan Bertrand. But Dipak, what do you think? I think Albrighton could drop back a little bit more deeper and be putting in some of those crosses, just as we've seen Albrighton do. Get your comments in, Dipak. Do you ever come back with a counter argument on there? Don't believe everything you read, says Hill Polloway. Fabrizio and John Percy are the only reliable Leicester sources. It was nothing I was reading, by the way, about Coutinho. That was somebody told me that one. Leicester pay top wages and top agent fees. He's not a Leicester type of player. Jonathan's talking about Coutinho in there. Patrick saying not worth the 300,000. I think he's still talking about Coutinho's wages. It was up to that sort of level, Patrick. It certainly was in the 200s plus. So I've been told, and there's no way he's going to go to that. LCFC Gray wants to talk about Tielemans, talking about the Mercury. Listen, the Mercury, Leicestershire Live, has more transfer gossipy rumour tidbits than we do. There's some in there where even I'm going grey. I'm not reporting that because I'll get lynched by you lot. Mark saying Trincao, I can't even say his name. Trincao going to Wolves. I know. For about 20 million, Mark. What do you think to that? I was a bit disappointed because we were rumoured to be in for him, but let me know what you think to that. Barra says Tielemans' new contract. Yeah, again, chatting with somebody today. Tielemans, not on a massive wage each month, but because he came with a big signing on fee. So, maybe he's going to get a new deal. He's certainly not signed it yet. Kevin saying, don't think we need Coutinho. We've got enough and players better in that position. It's a winger. We need Berardi, the Italy player who came on late on in their win, didn't he? What do you reckon to him? I think he looks pretty decent. We did a YouTube video on him last week with some of his highlights. I thought he looked decent. Solid, decent, bit of flair. Certainly can take a penalty, certainly can take a free kick in there. So let me know what you think. Reedy, Leicester Fan TV's Reedy says, all we need now is Reedy, I think we need more than just one player. But he says, all we need now is a full-out winger, which we haven't had since Mahrez. Oh, and the centre-backs. And we've had a Brill window already. I would certainly probably agree with you on those two positions. We've got the striker now in Daka. We've got the box-to-box midfielder. I still can't make up if Soumare is to replace anybody or is a solid backup. Again, been told today that Daka is absolutely going to be on fire next season for Leicester. They've had a good look at him before obviously buying him, but they've had a look at him at Leicester, and the rumours are he looks absolutely like a bargain. So LCFC Gray says that Patson Daka is a good finisher, hopefully in the Premier League. Honestly, what somebody's told me today is he looks sensational. Hey, we can look good in training, but can he do it in the Premier League? Berardi's stock will have gone up after the Euro, says Kevin. Yeah, I'm sure. So will Yuri Tielemans. Patrick saying Tielemans on 35k a week. Laughable, really. Came with a big signing on fee, Patrick. Massive signing on fee when he came. So he sort of had the cash up front, is what we hear. Berardi is such a good player. Just look at his stats. He would be the next step for the club in getting Champions League football. I'd probably agree with you there, Mangas. Do you agree with him? I'm saying him. It could be anybody. Gray's apologising for coming late. Gray, don't worry. You join us whenever you are. Gray, you can do me a favour, though, as can everybody else who's watching. If you're watching live, do us a favour. Literally click on the like and share now. Let's get more fans on here. We want more and more watching. So, Gray, that's your punishment for coming late. Brad says, Karen says, what about some of the less-known Denmark players? They have done amazing. They have. We were linked last week with one or two, weren't we? Mikkel Damsgaard was one we were linked with. I don't know what you think to Michael Damsgaard. Let us know your views on him. Who else have we been linked with that it's gone quiet? Well, Killeblay, I can't say it. We were linked with. That's not going to happen. Edouard, we know that's not going to happen at all. Robin Guzons, again, played for Germany. Pretty well linked with him, but I don't think that's going to happen either. Get your views in, get your comments on those. Kevin says, just imagine the atmosphere, the first home game of the season after 18 months without fans. By what I'm hearing, Kevin, I think what it's come out and said, there's been a little press release by the club, hasn't there? Looks like it's going to be a full King Power when we play that first home game. So looking forward to that. Are you looking forward to going back, or are you a little bit worried about it? Ross is helping me. Coolly Barley. Thanks, Ross. With my pronunciation. Fee saying yes, full stadiums after July the 19th, as Ross has already mentioned. It's going to be an interesting one. Ian, thanks for watching. Ian says we might need to sell some squad players on before we can go in for more players. Let's spin Ian's question there. Who do you think Leicester might sell? Do you think we are going to sell anybody this summer? And if so, who do you think it is? Please put in the comments, let me know. Is it going to be, and this probably leads us on to a different topic that's perhaps, I'm surprised nobody's particularly mentioned it yet. Who do you think? Sonku obviously has been linked with other players. Tielemans has been linked with other teams. Madison has been linked with other players, other teams, and has been in the press today for other reasons. What did you think to Madders? Ross says he thinks it might be Madders who goes. Fee says it could be Madders. LCFC Gray says Pratt. Yep, Dennis Pratt, another one. Don't want to see Dennis Pratt go. For me, quality player, should be at Leicester. Another one I'd like to see. I've said it before. I'd like to see Dennis Pratt play a lot more. Patrick is saying players he would like to see go, or he thinks will go, is Perez, Mendy, and Hamza. Hamza nearly went, didn't he, in the January to Newcastle. I'd like to see him stay. I don't want to see anybody go, and I mean that. Genuinely don't want to see anybody go. Kevin is saying Amati, Chowdhury, and a few of the youngsters will go. A few have gone already. Peter's saying he thinks Tielemans will go. Ash is saying Chowdhury thinks will go. Get through this month, says Reedy, and then it's only a few weeks to the Premier. He wants to keep them all, to be fair. Chris says he thinks Amati, Hamza, Mendy, Gazelle. Do we still own Gazelle? Do you know what? I thought we've sold him. Chris, I think we've sold him. Somebody let me know. Have we sold Gazelle? I think we did. I thought we got a couple of million for him. He's certainly been on loan. He was out on loan at some Turkish club, wasn't it? Fenerbahce or something. I thought we'd sold him, Chris, already, but I could be wrong. Ian is saying Hamza and Gazelle will go if we still own him. Daniel saying sell Mendy, Amati, Ward, get Iverson on the bench. Again, Danny Ward. We talked about Danny Ward last week, didn't we? He's too good to be on the bench, isn't he? And I guess that brings you back to Marc Albrighton. He's too good to be on a bench, really, in there. Lee says, too much trouble with Maddison. I sort of guess. I get what you're saying there, to be fair. Matthew saying, the only good thing about Albrighton going is it means we will be going for another winger. And yes, he's been sold. Yeah, I thought you're talking about Gazelle. Thanks, Matthew. I think we'd sold him. But Chris is saying we still own him. Barry's saying he's gone out on loan. Somebody confirm, can they? Oh, Ross. I'll take Ross's word. Ross says, unfortunately, still on loan. That Riyad Mahrez rip-off. Well, I don't know. He didn't get much of a go at Leicester. Adrian is saying we still own him. Thank you. I'm glad you guys know. I don't know. Do we still look, Ward is too good for the bench. I agree with you. Look, have we started a new thing here? Because Andrew's now saying, do we still own Diabate? I can't remember. I think we have sold Diabate, Andrew. This is players you've not seen much of. Do we Leicester still own them? We did sell Slimani, didn't we? He did go. We have finally. I know we've only seen him play once in 5 years, but I know we got rid of Slimani. I know he did. But Diabate, has he come or has he gone? Listen, talking of that, again, somebody I was chatting with earlier. John Rudkin came in for a lot of bad press and a lot of stick a few years ago. And really, we ought to give him a bit of good press for the recent last couple of years. So it's very easy to jump on people's backs, but I think Mr. Rudkin deserves a bit of praise. Is anybody in the comments going to give John Rudkin some praise and say, actually, some of these signings the last 18 months or 2 years have been really, really pretty good. Ash saying, do we still own AD Akinbaye? Yeah, no, we don't. He's definitely gone. I know we're going to get some Diabate's been sold, diabetic, says Mark. I don't know who that is. Probably they daren't come on and put their profile. Is Pule coming back? No, we've got rid of Pule. He's on loan to Besiktas. Thank you. That is Rashid Gazelle. I knew he was on loan out in the Turkish league. Thanks, Mark, for that. I swear we still own Lee Marshall. No, we certainly don't. Indeed, there. Keep getting your comments in. What else can we talk about? I wanted to know what I asked you about Ryan Bertrand and why we haven't seen him in that official photo yet. So has anybody got any news on that? Because I'm a bit questioning what's going on there. Sumare. Now, let's have a chat about him. Your reactions to him. I think everybody thinks what a good player. Again, what I'm hearing is he does look decent. It's going to take him a little while to perhaps bed into the speed of the Premier League. A youngster there. So box to box, it's a fast league, as we all know, the Premier League. So may take him a good few games to get into that. What do you reckon to him? And don't forget, new shirt time. Actually, I really quite like this one. It feels weird having the FBS on, if I'm honest. I'm taking a while to get used to it. The reason I'm flashing the shirt is because you guys can win one. We've got one thanks to Everard's ADT and hologram to give away. So if you do want to win one, that is just on leicesterfantv.com/competitions. Go and have a go. But what do you reckon? Now, you've seen a few in. It's actually a really nice fitting shirt. I think I'd prefer the King Power on it. But I don't know, just got so used to having King Power on it. But I know it's a great deal. Get your views in, get your comments in there. Ben says, love the new shirt. I think it is nice. I think it just feels nice. I quite like the slight camo-y effect on it. What does FBS mean, says Brad Norman? Well, I think it was Keith Goodall said earlier it's Famous Baby Squad. What else could FBS stand for? Let's make it up. Gosh, Bradley starts a brand new Leicester Fan TV combination or competition, whatever you want to call it. What does FBS stand for? Come on, you lot, live. You can come up with something. Now, go. How long we got? We've got 8 minutes before the end of this live. What does FBS stand for? And try and tie it with Leicester City. Come on. Let's get some of those in there. Bertrand is still waiting for his new shirt, just like me. He says B2's not got it yet. James says new shirt looks good. He'll be getting one. Don't forget, if you want to win one for free, have a go on the competition on the website in there. Phil saying, does it stand for Filbert Street? Yeah, sort of. I'll sort of give you that one. Dale is saying, yeah, the same as Keith says, Famous Baby Squad. Quite like that. Patrick, straight in there. Fat boy size. I'm pushing that out. I've got a six-pack, obviously. Pushing that out. John O'Towers says, very dapper. I like the King Power too, but if FBS bring in more players, then so be it. I agree. The deal was the deal worth 90 million over 3 years, so you've got to get it in there. Fat boy Slims. I shouldn't have said what FBS stands for when I've got it on my gut, should I? Fox's batter Spurs. I like that one. That's quite good. Well done, Andrew. Fox. I can't even read. Foxes batter Spurs. That works well. Foxes beat Sheep as well, Ross. Well done. I noticed Derby got away with it. Quite was looking forward to seeing them down in the Championship. Foxes best side. Nice. We should have a vote. Who's the best one? Football British Sport. I know we've gone completely off topic. Hey, listen, it's the close season. You guys, FBS, what does it stand for? Let's have it in there. Forever battering Southampton. Kevin, that works. Fox's best side. Yeah, we've had that one, Mangs. LCFC, great. No, we know what it really is. Look, trade online. But we want to know, what does it state? We're going to make it. Patrick. Forest, bloody shite. Patrick, that's my favourite one so far. Foxes bring silverware. John O'Towers. These are great. Keep them coming in. Keep them coming in. Mark Gatwood, I'm not putting that on screen, but I know what you mean. Read his comments if you're in there. Lee, bring it back to transfers, says, I looked at Sumare on YouTube. It looked brilliant. Be careful what you see on YouTube. You can see all sorts in there. Fox's Bad Boy Squad, says Ben. What do you reckon to that one? Forever Blue Squad, says LCFC Grey. Foxes beat someone, says Case and everyone. There's some great ones coming in. Keep putting them in the comments. We'll get in there. Foxes bring... Mangs. Foxes bring trophies. Foxes, bring trophies with an S? God, my spelling's bad. My spelling is bad. Forest Bantering Squad. Oh, Michael. F the Big Six. That's clever. That's quick. I told you lot. Great. F the Big Six. That's very good. In there. Right. What else have we got going on this week? Apart from that competition, which you can go and enter, obviously, whenever there is a real bit of transfer news or rumour that really comes out, we'll go live. Obviously, the England match is on at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. So I believe Jack is still going to do a live at 7:30. I need to check that with him on Wednesday. So join Jack on Wednesday at 7:30. Phil Upton, another good one here. Fabulous Brendan squad. I like that one. Foxes bring stability, Ross. That's a bit of a mantra. F Big Six, yeah, that's better. I like that one. You're going off. Ian have said that, but yeah, I will take. I like that one. Yeah, Jack is live on Wednesday about 7:30. Should be, and then Jamie. Well, Jamie says he's not available on Saturday morning. I don't know what's going to happen Saturday morning. Stay tuned. 10 a.m. on Sunday. We will see, but God knows what's going to happen. And then next Monday, Tom is stepping in for me. So come and meet Tom next Monday at 7:30, and he'll be having a good old chat with you. Last few comments in there. Rerunning Leicester v Man United in the FA Cup, 8 o'clock on Wednesday. I think Patrick will all be watching the England game, but I don't know about that. Fofana is in Madrid, says Joseph. I don't believe that at all. Ross is saying that him and Jack are going to do a hostile takeover of Jamie's show. Come and see what happens Sunday at 10 a.m. I don't know what's going on. Jamie can't do it. It's going to be an interesting one in there. We'll see what happens. Can't wait to get back to the stadium, says Joanna. Are you looking forward to it? Is anybody a bit worried about going back? Or are you like jabbed up, happy to go back, looking forward to it? I must admit, I was very lucky. I went to the Wembley game. I was considerably nervous about doing it. Felt quite peculiar to be in that many people. And then it was probably the first beer helped. But then when we were down at Wembley Way and everybody was singing, you just forgot. It was back to normal. It didn't take long before it was back to normal, Joanna. So that will be a good one in there. Yeah, Brad Norman says just jab up and get in there. Fantastic Barnes scores, says Mangs. I still like the Big Six. I think that's very, very good in there. Thanks as ever for all your views, all your comments. I think generally the consensus was Marc Albrighton needs to stay at Leicester. I think that's what most people were doing. We didn't really get on to James Tarkowski. I would certainly like him in there. And of course, we said go and win a Leicester shirt at Leicester Fan TV. So lots to do. Come and join Jack on Wednesday as ever. Thanks to these guys for helping us do Leicester Fan TV. That's ADT Taxis, Eat Me, Tiger, Moy Wade, Leicester Garage Conversions, Piglet's Pantries, the Fox's Arms, Pink Car Leasing, Memphis and Hologram. We have got some new sponsors joining us. If you want to get your business there, we're changing a few of these. Come, give me a shout. Send me an email, phil@hologram.com, inbox us, whatever, contact us, and we'll do that. Wherever you're watching, please follow at Leicester Fan TV. Go to the website, leicesterfantv.com, and subscribe. Bring us, we want all your views. We can't do this without you. We love having a little chat and a little conversation with you. So it's been absolutely brilliant to get all you guys on tonight. Thanks for that. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the England game. If you're an England fan, could we make it? Could football be coming home? Listen, Leicester have won the Premier League. Leicester have won the FA Cup. England to win something, that would just about complete my set. So yes, please, England. From me, Phil, nice to be chatting with you. I'll see you all soon. Cheers.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.